What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Road Talk. Here at Road Talk, we have a banger, a straight fire banger from Odom himself. He has delivered a wonderful chapter of One Piece 1028. Guys, this chapter was a 10 out of 10. Right now, I'm going to tell you, flawless. 10 out of 10. This is going to be a breakdown of this chapter of One Piece, and it was lovely. And guys, before we get into that, if this is your first time here at Road Talk, me being Ro, I talk about One Piece, and also I do talk about basketball, and sometimes I do dabble in between Twitch. So if you want to see me give it to them boys online, here it is. Come back to the channel on the Road Talk. But with all that being said, I like to think the time that you are taking out at your day to watch this video does really mean a lot for all the support that everyone gives out there in the world, including my lovely wife. I appreciate her so much for all that she do. Thank you, honey. Appreciate you. And without that being said, let's get into One Piece 1028. Let's go! Two things before we start off this chapter. We have to talk about the color spread that Oda has drawn us. It has Nami and Usopp playing some type of game, and that game looks like it is some type of parody off of Smash Bros. We have Zoro dressed up as Link. We have Luffy looks like Ken, if I'm not mistaken. And then we also have Jinbei, which is, I think, is my favorite out of all of them. Jinbei is like Mario, one of the Mario brothers. And it's real cool to see them kind of like fighting it out like on Smash Bros. I would definitely play the game if I take my $60. I would definitely play that game right there if Oda and Shueisha and Nintendo got together and made some type of parody game like that. Sign me on board. I'm definitely playing it. And the second thing is that, have you guys been watching Squid Game? And now watching Squid Game right now, doesn't the CP0 agents kind of look a little bit similar to some of the Masked Men in Squid Game? I think so. I think it kind of does. Or maybe I'm just getting super indulged in the Squid Game right now, because that's the first thing that came to my head, and I just got that vibe from looking at the CP0 character in this video. How this chapter starts off, we start off this chapter with the CP0 is talking to one of the Marys right now, and they getting notified about one of the pink dragon, and it's confirmed they know that the pink dragon is part of Vegapunk's Devil Fruit experiment. So it's at that right there, that one thing that was just a little bit of what the chapter has in store for us, because already the CP0 was already thankful that that was a failed experiment. Now they're starting to figure out that experiment did not fail. So what is that going to bring for Momonosuke and the whole Wano country? Or could we possibly even see a Vegapunk sighting right now? Because this is getting very interesting, that if Vegapunk knows his experiment didn't fail and the CP0 know it didn't fail as well too, like, what is going to be in store for that? My prediction is that some type of way they will want to capture Momonosuke. At the exact same time, we also see the CP0 agent is talking to someone mysteriously over the phone, and they're telling the agent that's at Wano currently about the report that is coming in from the higher ups. And that report is, if on a slight chance that Kaido is somehow defeated in this war that is brought to Wano, the world government will bring themselves into Wano and claim Wano as one of their countries. So guys, like, when Luffy defeats Kaido, the world government is right there coming up to Wano as we speak. Like, how are they going to survive this after Luffy had just finished Kaido and Zoro is badly injured? Sanji, hold on, Sanji might have a role, because I'm going to talk about him later on, but everybody's going to be mainly worn down from this fight. How would they be able to fight against the world government, because the world government is gonna come up and they're gonna play. They're gonna do their part. You know how the world government gets down, and maybe we can see a signing of Green Bull, because that's the only admiral we have not seen, and we are getting closer to the end game of Wano and One Piece. So maybe it's time for him to show up. The other thing too is, if just somehow miraculously, if like Momonosuke has like some healing properties, because that's what I'm thinking off bat by Momonosuke, is that he will have some type of healing properties to heal back the country land, because the land is messed up. But I also think that he might have some healing properties that he can heal the people as well too, that has been badly injured by the whole entire war. So that will be able to help them fight against the admirals or the whole world government coming to Wano. And also, we have not seen a Buster Call in a long time. So if Momonosuke do heal everybody, I feel like they will flatten out the whole Wano Island, and that would bring Nico Robin into a memory lane. And speaking of Nico Robin, the world government has their eyes on her, because none other than Rob Lucci was the other person that the CP0 was talking to over the phone, and they want Nico Robin. It is great importance that they can have her. What possibly could they want from Nico Robin? World government is sitting at the top of the world, basically, literally, and they will want Nico Robin. Like, what does that entails for us? Would they want to go after an ancient weapon? Do they need a red poneglyph deciphered? Like, why would they want Nico Robin? If I was on the side of the world government, I would just want Nico Robin out the picture, so we don't have to worry about somebody discovering the bad truth, what happened 2,000 years ago. And boy, I hope we do not get Nico Robin captured once again. I cannot go through that agony once again, having Nico Robin saying she wants to live. So please do not do this again to me, Oda. That was one time was enough. We cannot handle that again as One Piece fans. Please do not have her get captured or anything like that. I'm done with the captured Ace and Nico Robin. Let's just progressively get to Laugh Tale, please, with everybody on the ship. And one more thing is about Luffy VV card. His VV card indicates his lifespan. So if it starts to burn, then people that has Luffy VV card know that his life is in peril and that he is about to on the brink of death. So, which makes me think, since the world government is also coming to Wano, why not have the Straw Hat Alliance come to Wano as well? After they seen Luffy's BB card burning up, they would definitely have to come over and save Luffy for whatever problem that he's going through. And if you remember back when Luffy made that, it's like, hey, if I need help, you come help me. If you need help, I'll come help you. So guys, Luffy is basically gonna be telling them he needs help because that BB card is gonna be burning up, and they will probably intercept the world government coming to Wano, and then that's even going to catastrophe Luffy as definitely a fifth Yonko to the whole entire world. The second part of this chapter wasn't that really great. It was a little bit funny because Yamato is telling Momonosuke, hey Momonosuke, hey, I know you can do this. I know that you can stop Onishigima falling on top of Wano, because if you don't, it's going to be a big old bomb and it's going to be exploding and everybody's not going to live. But hey, I know you can do it, but at the same time, I'm going to go down to Wano and defuse the best mini bombs I can, because I kind of still don't trust you. Like, basically, it is a little weird from that, but I understand that Oda is basically drawing this just because he needs to have Yamato do another purpose. So I believe that Yamato has one purpose that Oda had drawn up for, because he's not going to just have Yamato go defuse the bombs and that's going to be the end of a character and the importance of this thing. He's going to have some more significant impact for her, and that impact would definitely have to be going out to help Hiyori out. Hiyori might be in some type of trouble, and then there goes Yamato stepping up to the plate and to help out Hiyori, life being saved. Now we gotta talk about Sanji. Here we go, Sanji. But no, honestly, I did like everything I seen from Sanji this chapter. Sanji is not no slouch. He's part of the monster trio, and he's definitely a monster. And he also calls himself a monster at the end of this chapter. So it was overall great to hear that from Sanji at the end. But during that whole time, we had to talk about some Queen, because Queen wanted to see that raid suit. Queen was like, "Hey, let me see that raid suit, Sanji. Put that raid suit on." I don't know if Queen has some type of obsession with Sanji's dad, because he just had to see the raid suit. He's like, "I need to see it." But Sanji never put it on, because he, you know how Sanji is with his family issues. So he does not put it on, but he does give Queen one fierce kick right into his abdomen and sends Queen flying. And Queen acknowledged that was a strong attack. You're going to need to be a lot more stronger to deal with him. And then Queen has to go try to steal the chapter, and Oda definitely did try to have Queen steal the chapter just by naming the chapter the Brachiosaurus. And that just shows you how what Oda part that he loves the most about this chapter was definitely drawing that Queen was a dinosaur snake. And let's be real, snakes are supposed to be reptiles in the reptile family, so it kind of makes sense. But none other than less that his Brachiosaurus transformed into this long snake and then shoots out his head and tail. Okay, guys, that's just real weird and real wild, but if Oda draws it, it's crazy good. So, but the head part of the dinosaur shoots out and grabs up Sanji, wraps him around and binds him tight like he's some type of Pokemon character. And as he's doing that, Queen starts to do what all villains do, start to monologue and get themselves into trouble, telling Sanji nobody ever gotten out of this grip. No matter how strong their haki is, or being haki masters, they never have gotten out of this bind. So you are doomed. And then he said, "Look at that over there, my body that's over there," and say bronchio launchers, they would come attack. And guess what happens, guys? Since he just said Bronchio launchers, they shot out and attacked him because he was holding Sanji. Boom! Sanji gets to be able to escape from Queen's binding grip because his own failure, Queen's own failure. And now Sanji is free, and now we have Zombie Sanji. And it gets the name from Chopper. Chopper sees Sanji after being binded up, and all his bones was breaking, and his leg is broken. And then we see that Sanji has a zombie walk to it, and then Chopper calls him, "Hey Sanji, why are you walking like a zombie?" So that's how Sanji became Zombie Sanji. And then Sanji at the time, he starts to tell to himself like, "Hey, I'm not liking how my body feels." And all his bones are broken. He says, "But I don't know, I can still walk fine." And then he was like, "I hope I'm not becoming like them." And he's talking about his brothers, guys. If you're not familiar with Sanji's brothers, Sanji's brothers are cyborgs, just like he is kind of ish. We can probably need further explanation after this chapter to talk more about Sanji. But Sanji is a quadruplet, and his father did science experiments on them, and when they did science experiments on him, that they all became cyborgs some type of way. They're still humans, but they have cyborgs. Cyborgs has that metals in them, so they're still human. But nonetheless, they have a ability inside their body called the exoskeleton, which allows them to heal real fast and heat up real fast. And with that being, Sanji never had that power. Reason why? Because his mother, during Sanji's birth or before they birth, she made one of them more human than the other. But now since Sanji, while he was fighting King, put the raid suit on, or in fighting page 1 put the raid suit on, I believe that has something to morph his DNA structure, so allow him to be able to get that exoskeleton skeleton in his body. So now after his bones have been broken, he's now able to be healed. But Sanji does not like it because he feel like he's starting to become a monster. And Sanji, as a One Piece fan and somebody that doesn't really care for you that much, I like it. You becoming a monster is gonna make the whole One Piece world fearful, because you, Zoro, and Luffy and Jinbei, all on the same pirate crew. Ooh-wee, y'all gonna be some bad boys now.
And especially since now Sanji is able to take a hit from a commander.
Now, man,
Matter
y'all
of fact,
be
a
doing your
sword
thing. So
attack.
I like you becoming a monster, Sanji. Great job, Oda, on this chapter. It was flat out lovely. It was so many gems that Oda has delivered in the chapter. And once again, Oda, I give it a 10 out of 10. Matter of fact, change the score, 12 out of 10. Matter of fact, 15 out of 10. It was just over the top, met every expectation. And guys, it didn't have an episode with Zoro. It had Sanji, and I still gave it a 10 out of 10. So flat out lovely, guys. The chapter was flat out fantastic, and I'm mostly interested in seeing what happens with the world government getting involved in the whole Wano scene, because I don't know how Oda's going to do this, because Luffy and the Alliance is going to be outright tired. So they will need their Straw Hat Pirate Alliance to come in and help them out. That's one way. Or Momonosuke will have to heal them. Maybe some type of weird spirit dragon ability to be able to do. Or Yamato might have that too. I'm not sure how her Divine Beast works as well. Maybe she has healer properties. So I'm very curious of how that whole thing is going to play out. And Oda, before we go, please, no capturing of Nico Robin. We do not need I want to live moment again, because that was too much for the first time. I loved it. You definitely sold me there in One Piece. That's when I fell in love with One Piece. The whole Water 7 and Enies Lobby, it was flat out fantastic, but we don't need another one. Oda, please, not have another rescue mission. That is all, guys, for my One Piece review. Once again, guys, if you did enjoy the comment, please subscribe and like to the channel. I would really appreciate all the love and support that I get out there in the world. It does really mean a lot. And once again, thank you to my lovely wife that's always rooting me on. Appreciate you, honey. Love you. Everybody, peace. Have a good one. Bye.